morning to one and all. I am Mohammad Abrar from Southern Railway State, and my friend Mr. Arnab Saha from Tripura welcome you all. We'll be the host for your day. And I welcome all the attendees, viewers from the YouTube channel of BSc India. Today, we have our guest, Mr. Sid Castillo, who will be delivering the talk on Dialogue for Peace. Before we start with this, I would like to tell the viewers from the YouTube, you can drop your chat messages, your doubts, your polls from the comment section, so that once that is taken, it will be answered through the live. Only one delegate from each state are present here as an attendee, and the other members are participating, as I mentioned, from the YouTube channel. Today is the 6th day of the webinar of Better World Framework. Mr. Sid Castillo, Director Educational Methods, WOSM Asia Pacific Region, will deliver a session on Dialogue for Peace. Let's start with the day with BSG prayer.
दया कर दान भक्ति का हमें परमात्मा देना, दया करना हमारी आत्मा में शुद्धता देना, हमारे ज्ञान में आओ प्रभु, आँखों में बस जाओ, अंधेरे दिल में आकर के परम ज्योति जगा देना, बहा दो प्रेम की गंगा, दिलों में प्रेम का सागर, हमें आपस में मिलजुल कर प्रभु रहना सिखा देना, हमारा कर्म हो सेवा, हमारा धर्म हो सेवा, सदा ईमान हो सेवा, वो सेवक चर बना देना, वतन के वास्ते जीना, वतन के वास्ते मरना, वतन पर जान फिदा करना, प्रभु हमको सिखा देना, दया कर दान भक्ति का हमें परमात्मा देना, दया करना हमारी आत्मा में शुद्धता देना.
Thank you all. Now, I would like to introduce our chief guest and guest of honor for the day. Shri Devaditya Chakrabarti, a retired IAS officer, sir, is the State Chief Commissioner of West Bengal State Bharat Scouts and Guides. He is a retired administrative service as Principal Secretary of Department of Educational Government of West Bengal. And we have Shri Shamal Kumar Biswas, sir, State Chief Commissioner Scout of the West Bengal State Bharat Scouts and Guides and National Commissioner Training of Bharat Scouts and Guides. I request our Director of Bharat Scouts and Guides, Shri Rajkumar Kaushik ji, to welcome the guests.
Thank you, Abrar. Respected Devadatta ji, State Chief Commissioner, West Bengal, and Shamalda, our National Commissioner of Scout Training, as well as the State Commissioner Scout, and Mr. Sid, Director APR. On behalf of the BSG India, we welcome all of you in this virtual webinar for Better World Framework. For the information of Devadatta ji, sir, this workshop workshop was started on actually 5th of August, and on 8th August, it was the first batch. Then the second batch has started yesterday from 17th August, and we are taking all the issues, all the WOSM initiative in this Better Framework webinar, and overall the participants, whether they are in the panelist or attendees, And there are thousands of our youth. They are looking all this webinar at the YouTube channel. And Delhi, we are inviting some special speaker from APR or from World Scout Bureau, so that our youth will come to know about the new initiative which has been given by the WAJM for the youth. And we are very happy that you are now present in this workshop in the morning, and we hope that with your blessings and with your presence, our youth will be motivated more and more. And in regard to Mr. Sith, sir, I always treat him as Indian instead of foreigner, because he's always supporting the Bharat Guides. And not only that, even he can talk Hindi also a little bit, not like us, but somehow I think better than us. Sid. So thank you very much. Once again, I welcome all the three officials in this webinar. Over to Abra.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our director, Deputy Director Boy Program, Shri Amar B. Chetri, sir, for brief information about the webinar and start today's session.
Thank you, Brother Abrar. Very good morning. Respected Shri Devadatta Chakrabarti Saab, IAS retired, State Chief Commissioner, Bharat Scouts and Guides, West Bengal, and the chief guest of today's webinar. Respected Shri Samal Kumar Biswas, State Commissioner Scout and National Commissioner Adult Resources of the Bharat Scouts and Guides. Our elder brothers, Mr. Sid Castillo, Director Educational Methods, World Scout Bureau, Asia Pacific Support Center, who is the head of the youth program in the Asia Pacific region of the World Scout Bureau. Our respected Director, Shri Rajkumar Kaushik, our respected Deputy International Commissioner Scout, Shri Madhusudan Avalaji, respected Shri Krishna Swami R, Executive Director, Bharat Scouts and Guides, all our respected Assistant Directors of all the region, as well as National Adventure Institute, Pachmadi, and all the colleagues of the National Headquarters, all our panelists on the staff, all the MOP coordinators, all our young participants of this webinar. It is a good opportunity this morning. We have Mr. Sid Castillo once again with the Bharat Scouts and Guides. As a MOP and NSO coordinator, I once again welcome Mr. Sid Castillo for the very important session on Dialogue for Peace, which is the requirement of today. I would like to inform our Honorable Guest and National Headquarters Commissioner Training. Sir, this is the webinar on Better World Framework. The Better World Framework is a World Scout program. This is organized by the Bharat Scouts and Guides National Association, keeping in mind to engage our young people digitally in this crucial period of novel COVID pandemic in the country. As directors are already informed you, this webinar is organized for 8 days. The first phase of the webinar started from 5th to 8th, and we are presently running the second phase of the webinar, which commenced yesterday and will conclude on 28th of this month. This webinar is fully supported by the World Scout Bureau, Asia Pacific Support Center, and the Global Support Center. This webinar was inaugurated by the Regional Director of World Organization of the Scout Movement, Asia Pacific Support Center, And continuously we are getting support from the World Scout Bureau by deputing experts to deliver the sessions on Better World Framework on various important topics of the World Organization of the Scout Movement. We have dealt with many important subjects like Scout of the World Award, SDGs, MOP initiatives, Scouts Go Shola, Dialogue for Peace, Diversity and Inclusion, Art Tribe, and many other important subjects. This is very important in today's aspect that our young people should learn and know about the World Initiative, and this should be implemented up to the grassroots level. This webinar is fully supported by the Messengers of Peace, state and local coordinator under the leadership of Mr. Anilendra Sharma, Assistant Director of Northeast Region. And I'm sure with your blessings, with your support, definitely this webinar will be a milestone, as well as our young people will definitely take this message up to the grassroots. So total 2,788 participants from 52 state associations of the Bharat Scouts and Guides have registered for the webinar. Since the occupancy in the panelists is limited, we have invited one each representative from the state associations to be in the panelist, and the rest are observing this webinar from the BSG YouTube channel. And we have about 6,000 viewers regularly in the YouTube channel. So once again, we welcome all of you, and I am sure you will enjoy the webinar. And I welcome Mr. Sid with his very informative session on Dialogue for Peace. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our guest, Shri Debaditya Chakraborty, sir, to give away the blessings.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. Very good morning to my distinguished colleagues, to Mr. Sid Castillo, who has very kindly agreed to conduct this program and share with us his perceptions, his ideas. My distinguished colleagues from the states, and last but not the least, my very smart and energetic master of ceremony today, Abar. I'm very grateful that I have been given this opportunity and the privilege to be with you. We are passing through very challenging times, something which we never anticipated and which has really hit us straight in the face. But then in every challenge, in every crisis, there is an opportunity. Perhaps we need to reinvent ourselves. While we retain the core values, we retain the core, we need to reinvent and rethink about the ways in which we can take it forward. We are aware of the pandemic which has gripped the entire world, and also our country is no exception. We were having a review of the areas which have been, what you may say, relatively more affected. Unfortunately, the areas which are relatively more affected are those where scouting and guiding has traditionally been very strong in our state. Now we need to harness technology. We need to harness new ideas, new ways and means to engage our young scouters and guiders. They don't have the advantage of the formal classes. They don't have the advantage of training programs or events in which they can harness, they can hone up and kind of showcase their skill. It's very, very encouraging that the national headquarters at this juncture has really come up with very innovative ideas. Almost regularly and every day we are having some program of some other topic focusing on some other ways and means and using the technology, and which is increasingly finding greater response and acceptance. I'm very grateful that our distinguished colleagues from the states have come forward on the panel to share their perceptions. We need to take it forward, and it's a learning curve. We need to continuously see what will work best in the circumstances. And this crisis will be over at some point of time or the other, but we must not let the initiative slip. We need to carry it forward. We need to consolidate it. The greatest positive factor I see in this is the very active and enthusiastic participation of the entire fraternity of Scouts and Guides, and the support that the national headquarters is giving to this movement, the leadership, the fillip, the inspiration, and I convey my thanks and sincere appreciation to my beloved colleagues at the national headquarters. I'm sure this program will be enjoyed with something which will be equally shared, and more important than that, we will pick up the threads from here. Mr. C. Castillo, thank you so much for sparing your time and be with us on a subject which is of abiding interest and which is gaining momentum. I'm sure your participation, your inputs will only reorient our thinking in the direction in which it must change. Thank you again, and have a good life, have a safe life, have a stable life, have a healthy life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your kind and energetic words. I'm pretty sure this should have got enough energy inside every scout watching the video today. Now, I request our guest of honor, Sri Shyamal Kumar Biswas, sir, to share a few words.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome,
Morning, sir.
everyone. Hello. Hello, everybody hearing me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Welcome, everyone, in the webinar on the Better World Framework Program organized by the Bharat Scouts and Guides National Headquarters. In this program, through this program, we learn and know the world initiative in different ways. In this COVID-19 pandemic situation worldwide, what to do, the Scouts and Guides through different type of program initiated by the different NSOs as well as World Scout Association. Through the Better World Framework, we may able to know in details different activities taken by the World Scout Organization, like Messenger of Peace, Scouts of the World Award challenges, national challenges, nature challenges, scouting, sustainable goals, Scouts Go Solar, Dialogue Peace Program, and different Scout challenges, etc. This program is continue till 20th August of this month, and from our country, different part of our states, through this program, they increase their knowledge about the world initiative, different type of world initiative of the organization. So far we know the scouting knowledge increase by learning, by doing in different scout method, but situation is not permitting us to do so. That's why we try to encourage ourselves through this webinar program organized by the World Scout Association and the Bharat Scouts and Guides National Headquarters. I am fortunate enough, I am able to participate to this program, and I congratulate our national headquarters, especially our director, Sri Rajkumar Kaushik, Joint Director Krishna Shami, Deputy Director Amor Chetri, and other national officials, and from World Bureau, Mr. Sid Castello. we are increasing our knowledge through this program, and we can able to know in details of the different national world initiative after this program. And through this program, not only the state level, in district level, from district level to grassroots level, that is scouts and guides are also encouraged and taking some initiative during this pandemic period of COVID-19. I once again thank you all for organizing this program for the betterment of scouting and engage the scouts and guides through different type of world activities. Once again, thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your kind words. As sir rightly said, learning by doing is what today we are going to have the 6th day of phase 2 in Better World Framework. Now, without any further delay, I hand over the screen to Mr. Sid Castillo, the resource person for the day. Sir, the screen is all yours.
Thank you, Baya. Good morning, everyone. Just a few minutes to share my screen. Okay. Yeah. So good morning, everyone. So today we are going to talk about Dialogue for Peace. No. Before we start, I would like to go to. Sorry. Okay. If you are holding your handphones now, you can use the QR code, which is you can see on the screen. If you don't have any handphone or you have your computer with you, you can go to slido.com, and on the page you will see you enter hashtag J for Juliet 692. Okay, so just take a picture of the QR code and slido.com hashtag J692. So this is actually a word cloud. You can answer this. The QR code is still shown there. So you can nobody has entered yet. Yes, thank you. So just type one word. What does peace mean to you? So people says happiness, love, sleep well. Yeah, that's good. We all need sleep. We give you a few minutes more so that we can see the answers. Okay, no hatred, freedom, living happily.
you're in luck. Because now there's Musician, an app that listens to you while you...
Okay, I will stop the Slido. Thank you for those who participated. Let's stop the Slido. Okay, so as you can see, happiness is the most used words. Sorry. So when you're doing that activity, the bigger the word is, that means that is most of you is typing or saying that one. So I think the biggest word I've seen is happiness. Okay, so we go back to the slide. Yeah, okay. So the Dialogue for Peace program was developed in close coordination between the World Organization of the Scout Movement and the the KAICID International Dialogue Center. So KAICID here means King Abdullah International Center for Interreligious and Intercultural Dialogue. So that's KAICID. So we had that Slido activity, but S also stands for SID. Okay. So let's do culture of peace. So the culture of peace was an initiative of the United Nations, which was signed by all the countries, all the UN countries, members of UN, in 1998. And it says that culture of peace are a set of values, attitude, modes of behavior, and ways of life that reject violence and prevent conflict by tackling their root causes. No? So that's very important to remember that the culture of peace means reject violence, prevent
Congratulations, sir.
conflict by tackling their root
It's
causes.
a very, very good thing, sir. A very good thing, sir. I'm very, very happy. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'm very happy too. Okay, and through dialogue and negotiation among individual groups and nations. Okay, so oops. According to one of the speeches of Ronald Reagan, peace is not the absence of conflict. it is the ability to handle conflict by peaceful means. So sometimes we define peace by the absence of war. No? So that what in Dialogue for Peace program, that peace in absence of war, we call it a negative conflict. Sorry, negative peace. No, when you remove the war conflict, is a negative peace. So peace is not absence of conflict. It is the ability to handle conflict by peaceful means. But conflict does occur. So especially when resources or misperceptions are involved. In this concept, uh, they are saying in the Dialogue for Peace that you need to welcome conflict because conflict is natural. No? It's not. It is not negative. It is not also positive. So it's neutral. So why does conflict occur? So conflict most often occur when resources and misperceptions are involved. Okay, I'll give you one of the example of misperception. Okay, so Marcus Aurelius, one of the um, Caesar of Rome, said, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact, and everything we see is a perspective, not a truth." Okay, so these are two persons. One, he sees the timber or the logs. There are four timbers there, but on the other side, he says, "No, no, no. It's not four. It's three." So who is right? Can you type on the chat box? Whom do you think is right? The one on your left, the one on the left of your screen, or the one on the right? Okay, thank you for your answers. People are saying one on the left. People are saying three, one on the right. Um, People are saying both. Yeah, my good friend Krishna Swami Janab says both because they are on the other side. Left four and right is three. In this example, you are correct, no? Both of them are actually correct. So if this guy on your left goes on the other side, he will only definitely see three logs. And if this gentleman transferred to the other side, he will see four. So it depends really on your perception or misperception. The next slide is talking about resources. No? So these are two donkeys, and they have seen resources. So because they wanted to consume this the heap of grass, they're pulling each other. No? And then they talked, and they said, "Okay, let's try a different thing." And so they transferred first to the heap of grass, and the right side, and then they transferred to eat the heap of grass on the other side. So both are full. So in that case, there is where dialogue happens. No, if they did not really talk to each other, they will continue to pull each other apart. Okay, so yeah. So in Dialogue for Peace program, identities is very important. These are qualities, belief, personality, looks, and expression that make a person or group. For example, one of the very very unique quality, or should I say body language of those people from India, is when you normally when you say okay or yes, you shake your head like this. No? So this is all particularly there, or this is a general body language that is used in South Asia, which is this one. Yeah, and if you do this, everybody knows what does it mean. Yeah, kya hale, something like that. No, how are you, or what's up? No, what's up? So that makes it identity. Identity also makes your age, your where are you from, your gender, whether you're male or female, and so on and so forth. This what makes you a person. Identify a person. It can also identify a group of people. Okay. And culture is the way we think, communicate, the act within a social community. So this is yeah, this is the meaning of culture, the way we think and communicate, act within a social community. One of the things before, I think I told you last time, no, that when I went to the downtown market in New Delhi, a lady approached me and really tried to touch my feet. You know? And I found out later that in India, especially in this culture, you touch people touch your feet as a sign of respect, which is very good, which I like. I like. So and I like doing that, especially for elders in Bharat Scouts and Guides. So it is the software of the mind. It is what makes you as a person. Okay. So because our identities and culture influence how we perceive or misperceive people and the world. Okay. So um, each one of us, um, like like me, I have a different perception of you, and you have a different perception of me. This is because our perceptions are influenced by how we were raised, by where we were born, and where we were raised. No, so for example, um, I'm thinking of an Indian food that I do not like, but it's very difficult because I like Indian food, um, especially in the you know in the national camp of Bharat Scouts and Guides. Beside the gate, there is a small tea shop. There's a roadside, and if you cross the small road, there's a tea shop there. That is the best tea in the world. You can get uh, te masala, first class. Okay, so this is what it means that our identities and culture influence um, is how we perceive or misperceive people in the world. Okay, so um, strength lies in differences, not in similarities. So that is by the management guru Stephen Covey. So we are all created differently because we complement each other. No, we complement each other. And we need to accept our differences, celebrate our differences, and understand our difference in order to build to build a world of less conflict. Okay, so we use dialogue for mutual understanding. Um, what do you understand by dialogue? Can you type in the chat box rather than switching to Slido? Can you what is dialogue for you? What does it mean? Dialogue. So two people are involved. Yes. Yeah. Not only two people, but two cultures, two groups. Yeah, it is a conversation to share views with others. Yes. Dialogue means interacting with each other. Output of two views. Dialogue is nothing but sharing information and communication. Yeah. Yeah. So dialogue is different from debate, because in debate, two parties are trying to prove that they are right, no? Their debate. So it's also different from negotiation, because in negotiation, you try to come up with a win-win situation, and that entails that one or two or some will have to give way. No, you give out this one, I will take that one, so that we have a win-win situation. So dialogue, as Pope Benedict has said, in an ever more open world, building peace through dialogue is no longer a choice, but a necessity. So this is what dialogue is. So first, dialogue is a safe space or a container for people to surface their assumptions, to question their previous perception and judgment. So for example, um, do you have somebody in your group that you can really say your deepest secret? To whom do you say this deepest secret? If you have done something wrong when you are a child, to whom do you say this? Okay, any answer? Close friends, right? Okay, a close friend, yeah. Not only a close friend, yes, that is what I'm looking for, no? You tell your deepest secret to your BFF, no? uh, Best friend forever. Okay, BFF. So this is because you feel safe, that you trust this close friend, that you trust him or her, that he will not tell anybody. Okay, so that is what you mean by it is a safe space. It is also a safe space that you can uh, tell him what you think of other people, and then you can voice out your opinion, whether it's good or bad, regarding perceptions of group of people, and etc. No, so dialogue is a safe space or a container for people to surface their assumptions, to question their previous perceptions and judgment. So, dialogue is also an emphasis on questions or inquiry. Okay, so if you did not understand a culture, if you did not understand a gesture, you ask questions, you find out. Like for example, me, the lady I was telling you, the lady touched my feet. I was very shocked. I also I felt that my private space was violated. So what I did was ask people like Madhu, ask people like Kaushik Janab, ask people like Krishna Swami Janab. So try to understand, no? So emphasis on questions, inquiry, cooperation, and I found out that it's not really it the lady has no intention of violating my private space, but in fact it's the other way around. No? It's giving, it's a gesture of giving respect to me. Okay, so there are um, a lot of actions from the others that sometimes we misinterpret, and sometimes we assume that that is meaning. No, so for me, I assumed that the lady was violating my space. Yeah. And as I said, it's not like that. No. The third one is this dialogue is a transformative peace building method. No. The main word is transformative, meaning somebody has to be transformed, whether whether you will learn something from me, and you will also learn something from me. Okay. So the dialogue has many applications. Um, this um, few minutes ago, I asked you what is dialogue. People has answered an exchange between two persons. So this is not only an exchange but two persons, but an exchange between cultures. No, so intercultural dialogue. It can be also exchanged by with two religions, interreligious dialogue, worldview on how you see the world. No? It can also be intergenerational. This is a very interesting topic because, for example, you ask Gen X, no, not Gen X, Gen Z. You ask a young person from Gen Z, and you ask this question: if you have 10,000 US dollars in your hand right now, what will you spend it for? No? And this young man will answer different thing. But if you ask a generation, the baby boomers, uh, the generation before me, you will ask, if you have $10,000, what will you spend for? And they will answer you a totally different thing. So this is a very interesting intergenerational dialogue thing, and of course many others. But uh, besides intercultural, interreligious, interworldview, intergenerational, it can also be intracultural within the culture. No, for example, the Indian culture has is like a mosaic. There are different culture inside the Indian culture. No? And they say in this dialogue for peace program, it is more difficult to have an intra-cultural dialogue than intercultural dialogue. So again, inter-religious, inter-worldview, intra-generational, and others. Okay, so let us practice dialogue. So these are the 10 principles of dialogue. One is establish a safe environment. So as I said, when you in Dialogue for Peace program, when you say safe, that I feel comfortable in sharing what's on my in my heart, what's on my mind. No, that everybody in the group or whom I'm talking to um, will re-listen. A safe space can also mean that there are no distraction. It's a room with no distraction. The chairs are very comfortable. People are facing each other. And that's why normally, for those who have experienced a dialogue circle, we ask people to do in a circle so that people can see each other, and nobody should occupy a second circle and sit down um, behind the person. No, everybody should be in front. So That is what you mean by establish a safe environment. The second principle is approach dialogue with a learning attitude. No, so before the dialogue, this is an agreement that this is a, I mean, the dialogue is a learning opportunity for others to learn. So that if you have this attitude, people are ready to share, and people are ready to listen because it's a learning opportunity. So agree on the purpose. So when you do a dialogue, you need to agree what is the purpose of this dialogue. So you sit down, and the purpose of the dialogue should be very, very clear, so that everybody knows that this conversation, it can be very heated because everybody will open themselves, but um, it must be very clear that there is a purpose for this heated discussion. Okay, good. Number four, set the ground rules. I will. There's another slide after this that talks about ground rules. I will talk about more about this after this slide. Take risk, surface of feeling, and confront perceptions. So take risk meaning this when you have a dialogue, this is the only opportunity. This is the only opportunity for you to really express yourself and to talk about the subject at hand, without really being uh, being hurt, no. um, and very important is the relationship comes first. There are moments when when you talk about a topic and people move away from the topic, that means he or she is not prepared to talk about it. And this must be respected, because relationship comes first. Um, and then gradually address the hard questions first, and gradually depart from them. So if there's an issue at hand, we need to uh, ask, address the hard questions first. Okay, do not quit. No, do not quit, and or do not avoid the difficult issues, because again, we when you have this opportunity to talk to each other, and when you have a clear vision, a clear purpose, this is a very good opportunity um, to let everything out. Okay, and then that's what we were saying in a few slides moments, that transformational change. No, expect to be changed because you have learned something new about a person or something new about the group. And 10 is bring this change to others. Um, so if you have a previous mindset about people, and you learn that they are not like this, you bring the change to others. You tell them, oh, no, 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 no. I found out that there's a reason behind why they behave like that. No? So these are the ground rules. Um, Confidentiality, of course, it should be agreed that when you talk about something inside a group, it will remain in the group. And then, of course, respect the difference. Again, we are coming from different culture. We are coming from different families, and we are raised differently. So again, even if you fight, whether the log is 4 or 3, both of you are right. So respect the difference. No interrupting. Um, let the people talk. Let the person finish what he's saying, and then you will be given time to talk. Um, okay, equal time, equal space. So this is very important for dialogue, especially for those who are facilitating. Make sure that you give equal time to each other, and you give equal space means it's a small thing, but it's very important to dialogue. That if you can do uh, same kind of chairs together in the circle, then it's better, no? That is what you call by equal space. And then no advice, you just listen. Somebody's microphone is on. Yeah, so no advice, you just listen. And then this is also most of the time we are victims of this, or guilty of this. When you speak, instead of I, you speak you. Like I have, say I have an experience. When you do this, you will feel like this. So make sure in a dialogue you always use the word I experienced this, I did this, I am guilty of this because I was hurt. No, yeah. So use I statements. So responsibility, take care of each other. Okay. We will entertain questions after somebody has raised his hand. So disclosure, you need to same as confidentiality. You should never disclose things inside the dialogue circle. Okay, so the Dialogue for Peace program of World Scouting is connected with the 17 development goals. It is particularly connected to which goal? Can you type in the chat box which goal the Dialogue for Peace is connected? For, okay, for Karnataka. I've been there. Good food. Tamil Nadu. 4. 16. Telangana says 16. Pankaj says 10. Pankaj, how are you? I'll go to your place. West Bengal, 16. Southern Railway, 16. Manipur, 16. Okay. So before I tell you the answer, the Sustainable Development Goal was written in 2015 and was ratified or adopted in January 1, 2016. No? So the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Okay, so it is directly related to goal 16. So correct, no? Correct. So so goal 16 is promote peaceful in inclusive societies for sustainable development. This is, we believe that the Dialogue for Peace program addresses this sub-goal or this target, no? Promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development. Okay? So 2 is provide access to justice for all, build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. Importance of participatory institution and policy making, governance, inclusion, rights and security, reducing violence and security and rule of law, creating a strong, inclusive, and effective institution to deliver justice and public services. So the Bharat Scouts and Guides, I think, can participate, no, in creating a institution, the organization, to be inclusive and strong. No? Okay. And of course, the last one is it should be a transformational goal. And when you say, what does it mean when you say transformation? It it simply means in the true dialogue, both sides are willing to change, are willing to transform. So this is the Dialogue for Peace program, and you can see in the circle, you can see the 17 development, the SDGs, and some of them are grayed, but some of them are colored, no? So those of you who have answered 4, you are correct, no? It directly, it's also answers to quality education. It also answers the SDG 5, which is gender equality. So some of the principles of the Dialogue for Peace program is also used in the program for diversity and inclusion. No? Balance inequalities, reduce inequalities, no? Number 10. Sustainable cities and communities. So this is one of this is rather a sustainable community rather than cities. Okay, responsible consumption and climate action. So to gain mutual respect and mutual understanding, and to learn about each other's identities while appreciating differences. So ladies and gentlemen of the Bharat Scouts and Guides, all these sessions, normally we are giving them for 3 days, or yes, 3 days. So if you ask Madhu, or Sarat, we did a 3-day seminar at the headquarters for Dialogue for Peace program for, I think, state secretaries. Okay, so is dialogue present in Scouting? The answer is yes. No? Dialogue for Peace helps Scouts to become aware and to become dialogical. No? So dialogical means we believe in dialogue, and we carry out the Dialogue for Peace principles. Okay, wait. Okay, this is. So when you also say dialogical, remember that we are always saying that we need Scouting encourages people to become global active citizens. That is the one of the ultimate goals of the Better World Framework. In fact, I'm sure Ellie yesterday, who talked about the Scouts of the World Award, was also talking about the Bharat Scouts Guides, or the Scouting developing a global active citizen. Okay. So the Dialogue for Peace program, so this is now on the Scouting side, has actually 3 badges or 3 levels. One is personal level. So you become a Dialogue for Peace ambassador, and you receive this green badge. Okay, the one on the left of your screen is the interreligious dialogue, which is another program related to peace, because this is interreligious. So this personal badge, or the peace ambassador, you get this, and this is also open for unit leaders. No? So it comes in 3 sections. The activities also are in 3 sections. 2 is those who would like to be a facilitator can do the activities of to achieve the facilitator, not to be certified as facilitator. But it is not necessarily, because the personal badge is the only badge for the Dialogue for Peace program. Only if you have the skills and the interest to become a facilitator, then you go for being a facilitator. The last one is a certified trainer. No? So in the Asia Pacific region, we are at the moment we are building our facilitators and trainers. At the moment, we have 3 facilitators in the Asia Pacific region. That is me, CJ Tan from Singapore, and Sarat Raj of the Bharat Scouts and Guides. So at the moment, only 3 trainers in the Asia Pacific region. And hopefully, after this COVID thing leaves this world, hopefully we will have more facilitators and more trainers. Okay, next is this is the objectives of the personal badge. Okay, I'll just So value the need of peace and dialogue in today's world, respect all mankind, apply the principles of dialogue, and promote dialogue among peers. So 4 different objectives. So of course, when the activities, when you look at the activities per section, of course, it's different from the Cub section, Scout section, and the Rover section. So it's a very easy process. It's also learn and do. So you see in front of the screen is the guideline, building bridges. This is the guideline for Dialogue for Peace ambassadors. It can always be downloaded from the internet. Okay, so you really cannot read, but the second column says these are the activity for Cubs. The third column is the activity for Scouts, and the fourth column is the activity for Rovers. The last column is the activity for adult leaders. So Dialogue for Peace certification, as I said, this is the book. This is the guideline. So as I said, there are 2 certifications. One is facilitator, and the other one is trainer. Okay. And then this is our partners. So Messengers of Peace, World Scout Environment Program, which is now being replaced with Earth Tribe. The Panda Badge is in cooperation with World Wildlife Fund. Patromonito, which was explained to you by Ellie yesterday. He for she, Ticket to Life, etc. Before that, I would like just to show you. Permit me to shift slides. I just want to show you okay, so you type services. Okay, services.scout.org. You will see this Let's wait for a moment. You will see this page, and in this page, you go to Better World Framework. You see this one. Maybe I should go to Annotate and Spotlight. Okay, so services, and then go to Better World Framework. Yeah, and in the Better World Framework, when you scroll up, you will see a tab of Dialogue for Peace program. You click that one, and it brings you to this page. Okay, so in the Dialogue for Peace program, you will have a poster which you can always download and print it on a tarpaulin. The guide for dialogue ambassadors, that's the one in the slide, the picture. Getting to know the Better World Framework is also a poster. And then this presentation, you can always download from here. I'm using the same presentation. Get to know the Dialogue for Peace program. This has also a link to the Scout donation platform. And yeah, resources we like. I wonder if this has e-learning module. Yes. So when you click e-learning, you have a online online course on the role of peace ambassador. So when you finish this online course, you get a certificate from World Scouting. Okay. So I'll go back to my slides. Screen share. Okay, so yeah, can somebody help me launch the poll?
Yes, Sidbhai. Which question you want to
Yeah,
be
I
learned?
can. Yeah, I have it here. Sorry. Okay, I have a poll here. You need to answer before we end the session, just to make to have fun. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. So the question: India is the home to the largest postal network in the world. Please put your answer. India is home to the largest postal network in the world. Okay. So I end the poll. And then I share the results. Yeah. So 83% of you said this is true. And the answer is correct. No? So India is the home of the largest postal postal network in the world. And it is also the India is also the home of the highest postal office in the world. So this is in, I think, if I remember the place, Hikim. I think it's in Hikim. Okay, question number 2. Okay, question number 2. Everywhere you go, you see plastic chairs. This is in India. Everywhere you go in India, you see plastic chairs? Okay, 30 seconds is up. And then share the results. Okay, so the answer is true. And two of you says false. I wonder which place in India has no plastic chairs. Even the roadside, no, when these big trucks stop at the tea shop, all plastic chairs. Question number 4. India is the first Asian country to reach the orbit of Mars. True or false? Very fast. 82% says true. 86%, 87%. Okay, 30 seconds is up. Okay, so I share the poll. So 16 of you say true, believe that India is the first Asian country to reach the orbit of Mars. The answer is true. The answer is true, no? The India is the first Asian country to reach the orbit of Mars. Question number 5. India is the home to 2 of the world's oldest language. 30 seconds. India is the home to 2 of the world's oldest language. "30 seconds is up." The answer, 19 of you answered true. 1 of you said false. Okay, so, sorry, I need to share the result. 19 of you answered true. 1 of you answered false. So it is true that India is the home of the 2 of the world's oldest language. The 2 oldest language are Hindi and, of course, Tamil. Okay, question number 6. Launch poll. There is no national language in India. There is no national language in India. Okay, 30 seconds is up. This is very interesting. I will share the results. And this is also the first time when I was researching this. This is also the first time I knew, because there is no national language in India. Okay, so the answer is true. There is an official language, which is Hindi, but there is no national language because of the diversity of the culture. Okay, so question number 7. India has the 4th largest railway network on the planet. India has the 4th largest railway network on the planet. I did not research. No, nga eh. Okay. Time's up. Share the results. Yes, it is true that India is the fourth largest railway network in the planet. I went to a place to visit one of the Ticket to Life project site, and we went by train. That was really very interesting ride. We slept on the train, wake up in another station. Okay. Question number 8. Okay, this is interesting. There are more vegetarians in India than anywhere else in the world. There are more vegetarians in India than anywhere else in the world. Okay, 30 seconds is up. Share the results. Yes, the answer is true. India has more vegetarians compared to the rest of the world, no? By the sheer population of the Republic of India. No? So yes, there are more vegetarians in India than the rest of the world. Question number 9. Shampoo is Hindi. True or false? Ten seconds. 30 minutes is up. I share the results. People are still doubtful. Shampoo is Hindi, comes from the Hindu word shampoo. So the best time to wash your hair with shampoo is after the festival of colors, when all of the things with colors in your hair. Okay, stop sharing. This is the last question, ladies and gentlemen of the Bharat Scouts and Guides. Chess was invented in India. True or false? Wow. Everybody knows this fact. Okay, so all the 24 answered yes. True, yeah, true. It's true that chess was invented in India. So I will close the poll and then share you this slide. Okay, so Sir Richard Branton, the one who owns Virgin, said, if you aren't making a difference in other people's lives, you shouldn't be in business. It's that simple. So in any business we will do today, in the future, whatever business, non-governmental business, money-making business, and this is a very good principle to follow in life, no? This is like what BP has said, to leave the world a little better than you found it. If you aren't making a difference in other people's lives, you shouldn't be in business. It's that simple. That ends my presentation. The eagle has landed. You can contact me, or if you want to follow me, I have a YouTube channel, YouTube.com/Sid Castillo, or you can add me to your Facebook. I have a page, facebook.com/Sid Castillo. So take a picture of the slide so that you remember. Please add and subscribe. Subscribe in YouTube channel. Thank you very much. I will close my slide and give you back to my young man Baya. Baya, take it away.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, so very rightly we began with what peace means to you. So to me, peace means a good turn. I began my day with a good turn. And now moving on,
Yeah.
I would invite our Executive Director, Shri Krishnaswamy Ramamurthy sir, to share a few words in Hindi so that our viewers get a clear understanding about what is Dialogue for Peace. Sir, please.
सही धन्यवाद। आज की जो कार्यशाला जो विश्व स्काउट संगठन की किंग अब्दुल्ला इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इंटर रिलीजियस एंड इंटर कल्चरल डियालॉग के साथ एक साझा कार्यक्रम है जिसे डायलॉग फॉर पीस या शांति के संवाद, शांति के लिए संवाद, ये सतत विकास लक्ष्य में 16 नंबर में जो कार्यक्रम उसको सीधे तौर पर मददगार साबित होता है। इसके साथ साथ किसी भी अन्य सतत विकास लक्ष्य को प्राप्त करना है तो भी शांति होना अनिवार्य। हम इस कार्यक्रम के जो अब प्रस्तुति हुई है इसकी विश्लेषण करेंगे तो हमें ये मालूम होगा कि जो शांति की सभ्यता है या कल्चर ऑफ पीस किसे बताया जा रहा है, इससे पहला कार्य है कि दूसरों के प्रति हमारी आदर। क्योंकि अगर हम किसी भी व्यक्ति विशेष या कार्यक्रम के प्रति हम हमारी श्रद्धा नहीं रखते हैं तो हम उसको प्राप्त करने में असमर्थ रहेंगे। दूसरों को विकास के लिए जो मौका मिलना चाहिए उसके प्रति हमारी आदर होना चाहिए। जो पर्यावरण में जो जरूरतें हैं उसके प्रति हमारी आस्था होना चाहिए। दूसरों की सभ्यता और भाषा, उनमें जो विविधता है उन विविधताओं के प्रति हमारी संवेदना होना चाहिए। और स्वतंत्रता के जो हमारी जो जरूरत है उसके प्रति हमारी आदर होना चाहिए। जब हम दूसरों की स्वतंत्रता की आदर करते हैं तभी हम खुद स्वतंत्र रह पाएंगे। किसी भी राज्य या क्षेत्र की उनकी जो स्वायत्तता है उसके प्रति आदर होना शांति की जो परिभाषा है इनमें आता है। डायलॉग फॉर पीस, इसको प्राप्त करने के लिए हमें संवाद को हमारे स्वयं की जीवन में आगे बढ़ाना है और उसको प्रावर्तिक करना है। जो महात्मा जी का जो संदेश था, जो भारत एक राष्ट्र के रूप में जब स्वतंत्रता पाया, उस आंदोलन में उन्होंने जो शांति की रास्ता हमें दर्शाया था, उसको बढ़ावा देना है, उसको स्वयं की जीवन में जीवनचर्या के रूप में लाना है, दूसरों की संवेदनाओं को समझना है और दूसरों की तरफ से जो कार्य किया जाता है, भले वो हमें हमारे विचार के हिसाब से हम उसको स्वीकृत करते हैं या नहीं करते हैं, उसकी प्रति संवेदना रखना बहुत जरूरी है। दूसरों के साथ हमें हमारे सहयोग करना है और एक राष्ट्र के रूप में एकजुटता पुरुष और महिलाओं के लिए समान अवसरों की उपलब्धता में भी और उन्हें आगे बढ़ाने में भी हमें सहयोग करना है। ये जो शांति की संवाद में व्यक्तिगत आचरण और व्यक्तिगत जो कल्चर के रूप में हमें आगे बढ़ाना है। कॉन्फ्लिक्ट या स्पर्धा या प्रतिस्पर्धा क्यों होती है? पहला, साधनों के लिए स्पर्धा होती है। हमें पता है हमारे जो पूरे विश्व में जो साधन जो हमारे लिए उपलब्ध है, वो तेल हो सकता है, खनिज संपत्ति हो सकती है या वन उपज हो सकता है। जब एक व्यक्ति अपनी कार्यों को पूर्ति के लिए इनके प्रति ज्यादा उत्सुकता दिखाता है, तो एक दूसरे इलाके के बीच में, राष्ट्र के बीच में या राज्यों के बीच में प्रतिस्पर्धा होती है। दूसरा, हम दूसरों के आचरण या व्यवहार के बारे में हम क्या विचार रखते हैं, वो भी प्रतिस्पर्धा उपलब्ध कराती है या उत्पन्न करती है, क्योंकि दूसरे क्या कर रहे हैं उसके बारे में हमारे जो विचार है वो सही भी हो सकता है और गलत भी हो सकता है। जैसे कि जमीन में जो रेखाएं खींची गई, दो व्यक्ति उसकी दो तरफ से देखते हैं, वो जिस परिप्रेक्ष्य में उसको देखते हैं उससे उनको वो 3 या 4 दिखता है, जबकि ये रेखाएं खींचने वाले की समर्थता है कि वो उसको कैसे बनाया है, लेकिन वो देखने वाले व्यक्ति उसको अपने परिप्रेक्ष्य में देखता है जो सही में वहां है ही नहीं। आप सड़क में जब पार करने जाएंगे, शहरों में आजकल इसी तरह का जो डिजाइन्स बनाई जाती है, ताकि जब आपको रात को गाड़ी चला के जाए आपको लगेगा कि रास्ते के ऊपर कुछ बना हुआ है। ये शुरू में आदमी को तेज गति से आने वालों को धीरे करने में सहायता करती है, लेकिन बाद में जब आपको मालूम हो गया ये ऐसे ही बनाई गई है, तो आप अपने कार्य क्रिया में कोई बदलाव नहीं लाते हैं या इसको देखते हुए गाड़ी की स्पीड कम नहीं करते हैं। तो डायलॉग फॉर पीस या संवाद की जो आखिरी जो पड़ाव है, दूसरों की आचरण में बदलाव लाना, वो बहुत जरूरी है। उससे ही हम शांति का जो प्रयासों को निरंतर कर सकते हैं। हम क्यों कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स या स्पर्धा में पड़ते हैं? हमारे जो परिवेश हमें एक पहचान देती है, हमारी भाषा, हम जिस राज्य से आते हैं या हम जो इलाके से रहने वाले हैं, ये सब हमें पहचान देती है और दूसरों में इन पहचानों के बारे में एक ऐसे विवक्षा पहले से रहती है कि ये लोग अच्छे होते हैं या अच्छे नहीं होते हैं, इनकी आवाज बहुत ज्यादा है, इसके मतलब ये लोग अच्छे नहीं हैं। कुछ लोग बहुत मीठी बोल बोलती हैं, हंसते हैं, तो लोग ऐसे सोचते हैं कि बहुत अच्छे होंगे, लेकिन हो सकता है ये सही नहीं होगा। वैसे ही हमारे जो परिवेश जहाँ से हम आते हैं, वो हमारे सभ्यताओं में एक परिवेश लाता है। जैसे सिद्ध भाई ने बताया, साउथ एशियन देशों में सिर जब हिलाता है तो सामने वाला समझता है ये हाँ भरता है मेरे बात के साथ। लेकिन इसी चीज को यूरोप में देखेंगे तो उसको वो मना करने का सिंबल मानते हैं। तो अगर कोई दो व्यक्ति जो परिवेश से आते हैं, जिनकी सभ्यताएं अलग अलग है, तो उनके जो अंग या जेस्टर्स एक दूसरे को गलत मोटिव्स पहुंचाता है। इसी तरीके से विभिन्नताओं में ही हमारी मजबूती है। सब एक जैसा ही होगा, वो एक मजबूती नहीं है। क्योंकि अगर विश्व में सभी प्रजातियों में सिर्फ पुरुष ही पैदा होता है, तो महिला नहीं होता है, तो जीवन आगे कैसे बढ़ेगा? अगले पीढ़ी कैसा पैदा होगा? तो ईश्वर की जो भी सृष्टि है, उसमें विविधता होना हमारे लिए आगे बढ़ने की रास्ता है। तो ये होना अनिवार्य है, लेकिन इन्हें कैसे हम समझे और संवाद के माध्यम से हम इसको कैसे देखें, वही हमारे लिए तरक्की और शांति का रास्ता है। वार्ता के लिए जो जरूरतें हैं, उन 10 बिंदुओं में हमें ध्यान रखना है, क्योंकि जहां भी वार्ता होना है, वो परिवेश हमारे लिए सेफ या हमारे लिए सुरक्षित होना चाहिए, ताकि हम खुल के अपनी बात को रख सकते हैं। जो भी व्यक्ति संवाद में एक दूसरे के साथ काम करता है, उन्हें सीखने की एक प्रक्रिया अपने मन में होना चाहिए, तभी संवाद सार्थक हो सकता है। हम क्यों संवाद करते हैं या संवाद की आखिरी में हम क्या पाना चाहते हैं, उसके बारे में हमें शुरू में ही एक समझ होना चाहिए। संवाद के समय हम कैसे व्यवहार करेंगे, क्या बात करेंगे, क्या बात नहीं करेंगे, इसके बारे में जो नियम होगा वो संवाद के पहले ही तैयार होना चाहिए। हम जो बातों को प्रस्तुत कर रहे हैं या हमारे विचार जब दूसरों के सामने प्रस्तुत होता है, उससे कुछ खतरा उत्पन्न हो सकता है, उसके लिए भी हमें तैयार होना चाहिए। इसकी अगले बिंदु यह है कि संवाद में व्यक्तियों की एक दूसरे के साथ की जो रिश्ता है, वो महत्वपूर्ण है, क्योंकि कौन जीत रहा है या हार रहा है, ये संवाद का कार्य नहीं है, या कौन बातों को अपनाता है या नहीं अपनाता है, ये मुख्य नहीं है। जो व्यक्ति संवाद में प्रतिभागिता करता है, उनकी रिश्ता बरकरार रहना चाहिए। कठिन सवालों को वार्तालाप के शुरू में शुरू कर देनी चाहिए और धीरे से उनमें से मुक्त होना भी जरूरी है, तभी संवाद अच्छा हो सकता है। कभी समस्याएं या समस्यापूर्ण चीजों को प्रस्तुत की जाती है, उन्हें छोड़ देना या उनको नकारना संवाद के लिए अच्छी बात नहीं है। हमें ये भी सोचना है कि संवाद के बाद बदलाव होगा और ये बदलाव दूसरों में भी होगा। तो संवाद की 10 मुख्य बिंदु ये है जिनको हमें ध्यान में रखना चाहिए। जब संवाद होती है, ये 2 विभिन्न क्षेत्रों के बीच में हो सकता है, विश्व स्तर की हो सकता है, 2 पीढ़ी के लोगों के बीच में हो सकता है, या ऐसे अन्य किसी भी एरिया में हो सकता है, लेकिन इनकी सबकी मुख्य बिंदु ये है कि संवाद के अंत में शांति स्थापित होनी चाहिए। इसके साथ-साथ भारत जैसे एक विशाल देश में हमारे जो इतने बड़ा भाषा और आचार, विचार और उम्र के बीच में भी बहुत बड़ा डिवाइड है, तो ऐसे संवादों में हमें ये महत्वपूर्ण चीज ध्यान में रखना है, ये किसी भी तरह का जब संवाद जो होगा, इसके अंदर जो वार्ताएं होती है, ये कॉन्फिडेंशियल या ये जिनके बीच में संवाद होता है उन तक सीमित होना चाहिए। हम एक दूसरे से अपने बातों में एक दूसरे से डिफर कर सकते हैं, मतलब हम दूसरों के बातों को एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर सकते हैं, लेकिन उन्हें आदर तो करना जरूरी। जब कोई भी व्यक्ति अपना वक्तव्य दे रहा है, उसके बीच में हमें अपने बातों को रखना नहीं। जब भी संवाद होता है, जो संवाद में भाग ले रहे हैं, सभी को बराबर के समय, बराबर की जगह मिलना चाहिए और कोई बाहरी व्यक्ति इस संवाद में अपना सुझाव नहीं देना चाहिए। सुनने की क्षमता को हमें बढ़ाना है, तभी संवाद अच्छा हो सकता है। कार्यों को प्रस्तुत करने समय मेरा विचार ये है, मैं ऐसा समझता हूं, ऐसे वक्तव्य देना चाहिए ताकि हमने सुना है, किसी ने कहा, ऐसे जो स्टेटमेंट्स अवॉइड हो जाएगा और सामने जो बैठा है उनको आपके ऊपर आस्था भी होगा। जो भी वक्तव्य दे रहा है, उस व्यक्ति को पूरी जिम्मेदारी के साथ वक्तव्य देना चाहिए। किसी भी चीज के बारे में जब वार्ता करते हैं, उसके बारे में पूरा जानकारी देना चाहिए। कोई भी चीज किसी से पर्दा ना हो, तभी जो वार्ता होगी या संवाद होगा वो अच्छा हो सकता है। तो इन कार्यों में जब कार्य करते हैं, हमें ये मालूम होता है, जैसे आपने एक स्लाइड में देखा होगा, एक कीड़े से लेके एक तितली बनने के लिए कितने स्टेजेस, उसके माध्यम से ही एक कीड़ा जिसको अगर हम देखेंगे तो हम घृणा करेंगे, लेकिन जब हम तितली को देखते हैं उसको बहुत प्यार करते हैं, या उसको हम सराहना करते हैं उनके रंगों को। अगर इस तरीके से अगर एक ही दिन में वो कीड़ा तितली नहीं बन सकता है, उसके लिए एक ऐसे चेष्टा व्यक्तियों की करना चाहिए ताकि हम संवादों में जब अपने आप को रखते हैं, अपने आप को ऐसे प्रयासों करना चाहिए कि हमें दूसरे पसंद करें। संवाद अपने जो विचार को दोबारा देखने, और अगर हमने कोई गलत तय करके रखा है या हमने किसी चीज के बारे में निर्णय करके रखा है, उससे बाहर आने और उसकी नए सिरे से सोचने और एक सही संवाद की जगह पहुंचने और एक सही निर्णय में पहुंचने का एक आयाम है। जैसे कि लास्ट में पोप बेनेडिक्ट के द्वारा बताया गया, एक खुले विश्व में शांति की बहाली तब तक नहीं हो सकती है जब तक लोगों की आपस में जब विचार विमर्श नहीं रहता है। तो डायलॉग फॉर पीस या हमारे जो एक दूसरे से संवाद की जो प्रक्रिया है ये चालू रहना चाहिए। भारत स्काउट एंड गाइड्स राष्ट्रीय मुख्यालय द्वारा एक बेहतर विश्व के निर्माण में विश्व स्काउट संघ द्वारा आगे प्रस्तुत होने वाले वेबिनारों में आज का जो वेबिनार है एक इसलिए बहुत महत्व रखता है कि हमारे विश्व का सबसे ज्यादा जो समस्याएं हैं आज हमारे सामने हैं, ये एक दूसरे से संवाद की कम से हो रही है। संवाद कैसे करें, संवाद की क्या प्रक्रिया होना चाहिए, इस बारे में जानकारी के लिए विश्व स्काउट संगठन की वेबसाइट www.scout.org का आप स्टडी करें और आपका स्थानीय स्तर पर प्रसिद्ध व्यक्तियों की सहायता लें। किंग अब्दुल्ला इंटरनेशनल सेंटर फॉर इंटर रिलीजियस इंटरकल्चरल जो सेंटर है, एक रियाद सऊदी अरेबिया बेस्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, इनका ऑस्ट्रेलिया में सेंटर और विश्व के कई संगठनों के साथ मिलकर शांति बहाली के और शांति को बरकरार रखने के लिए काम कर रहा है। विश्व स्काउट संगठन इन संगठनों के साथ मिलकर हमारे डायल फॉर पीस या शांति के लिए एक चेष्टा की है। ये कार्यक्रम आपको राष्ट्रीय मुख्यालय के वेबिनारों के सीरीज की छठा के रूप में आज प्रस्तुत किया गया। हम विश्व स्काउट संगठन एशिया पैसिफिक सपोर्ट सेंटर के डायरेक्टर श्री सिद्ध कैटलो को इस प्रस्तुति के लिए धन्यवाद करते हैं। और अब
धन्यवाद सर। धन्यवाद सर। तो दोस्तों, आप अब तक तो समझ चुके होंगे कि आप जूम में हो या फिर यूट्यूब में, आपका हर सवाल का जवाब आपको जरूर मिलेगा। हमारी टीम उस चीज के लिए आपसे हमेशा जुड़ी हुई है। तो जैसे कि आप समझ चुके होंगे कि डायलॉग फॉर पीस यानी कि शांति कार्यक्रम के लिए संवाद, तो ये हम लोग हमारे स्काउटिंग भारत स्काउट्स एंड गाइड्स में अपने कल्याण के लिए, प्रकृति के कल्याण के लिए और धरती माँ के कल्याण के लिए प्रोग्राम प्रयोजित किए थे। तो आज अभी मैं बुलाता हूं श्री अमरवीर छेत्री सर फॉर हिज थैंक्स वोट ऑफ थैंक्स।
थैंक यू अबरार। थैंक यू सिद्ध जनाब, आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू फॉर योर वेरी इंस्पिरेशनल सेशन ऑन डायलॉग फॉर पीस। I'm sure our young people will definitely carry your inputs to their respective units and definitely deliver dialogue at the appropriate platform. And thank you so much, sir, for the beautiful translation into English, Hindi. Thank you. मैं अभी हमारे जो young people है उनको बताना चाह रहा हूँ कि आपको मालूम है 21 सितंबर 21 सितंबर एवरी ईयर, हर एक साल हम लोग अंतर्राष्ट्रीय शांति दिवस का कार्यक्रम आयोजन करते हैं और ये अंतर्राष्ट्रीय शांति दिवस पूरा विश्व में आयोजन होता है। और हम ऐसे स्काउट, ऐसे मैसेंजर्स ऑफ पीस, ये इम्पोर्टेंट दिवस है हमारे लिए। हम इसको बड़े धूमधाम से, अच्छे ढंग से पीस एक्शंस को लेते हुए इसको मनाएं। इसके लिए मैं दो शब्द आपको कहना चाहता हूँ। यू प्लीज टेक ए नोट ऑफ इट। you please visit the Bharat Scouts and Guides website, where the circular on International Day of Peace celebration 2021, sorry, on 21st September 2020 is the circular number 108 dated 10th August 2020. You can see on the screen 2020 International Day for Peace के जो theme है, the theme for 2020 International Day for Peace announced by the United Nations is Shaping Peace Together. This event to be celebrated by spreading compassion, kindness and hope in the face of the pandemic. आप सभी को मालूम है हम इस समय नोवेल कोविड-19 पैंडेमिक से गुजर रहे हैं और हमारे जितने भी स्काउट गाइड्स, रोवर रेंजर्स, यूनिट लीडर्स, हम आपसे अनुरोध करते हैं कि गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एज वेल एज जो लोकल गवर्नमेंट के गाइडलाइंस हैं उनको देखते हुए हम अपने आप को सेफ्टी रखते हुए हम इंटरनेशनल डे ऑफ पीस का आयोजन करें अपने अपने यूनिट में, लोकल एसोसिएशन में, डिस्ट्रिक्ट एसोसिएशन में, स्टेट एसोसिएशन में। हम वर्चुअली आयोजन करें या अपने घर से आयोजन करें। और हमने ये देखा था कि 20 अगस्त तक स्टेट एसोसिएशन एक रेस्पॉन्सिबल पर्सन, आइदर एमओपी स्टेट कोऑर्डिनेटर या एमओपी लोकल कोऑर्डिनेटर और एनी रिसोर्स पर्सन to be appointed from the state association to coordinate this International Day for Peace activities. इस सर्कुलर के साथ हम लोगों ने आपको रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं कि आपका जो पीस इनिशिएटिव्स होगा, whatever peace actions you are undertaking to commemorate International Day for Peace on 20th September, you are requested to please share all the activities in the Bharat Scouts and Guides Facebook as well as scout.org. scout.org में आपको रिपोर्टिंग करनी है और हमारे जितने भी BSG के सोशल मीडिया साइट्स हैं इसमें आप इसका रिपोर्टिंग करें। हमने इस सर्कुलर के साथ में सजेस्टेड एक्टिविटीज, we have enclosed the suggested activities with the circular. You can go in the website, go through the circular. There are various activities suggested to undertake during the celebration of International Day for Peace. हमने काफ़ी एक्टिविटीज़ आपको दिया हुआ है, इसमें से जो भी आपको लगता है कि आप लोग कर सकते हैं, you can do these activities अपने सेफ्टी एंड सिक्योरिटी को देखते हुए। और सारे एक्टिविटीज़ के रिपोर्ट आप लोग scout.org में अपलोड करें। मैसेंजर ऑफ पीस जो भारत स्काउट्स एंड गाइड्स के फेसबुक पेज है इसमें अपलोड करें, भारत स्काउट्स एंड गाइड्स के फेसबुक पेज पे अपलोड करें और जितने भी BSG के सोशल मीडिया साइट्स है इसमें अपलोड करें। और हमने साथ में रिपोर्ट की परफॉर्मा भेजी है। वी हैव एनक्लोज्ड द रिपोर्टिंग परफॉर्मा। यू फिल द परफॉर्मा, you attach the action photographs and you mail at boyprogram@bsgindia.org, and after going through your report you are eligible to receive International Day for Peace National Scout Organization certificate. जो भी individual, any individual who undertakes the activity submit full detailed report to the Bharat Scouts and Guides and upload the report in scout.org is eligible to receive a certificate from the Bharat Scouts and Guides. So I appeal to all of you, don't wait for 21st September 2020. We can plan a program from today, and these activities are and can be started from 1st September 2020, and you can continue till 30 September 2020. But I request you that 21st September is an important date for all the Scout Guides, Rovers Rangers, being a messenger of peace. Please try to organize good activities on this day to commemorate International Day for Peace, so that we are Scouts, we are messengers of peace, so that our community will be impacted. We can inspire the community with our innovative activities on Messenger of Peace actions. I request and appeal all the Messenger of Peace coordinators at all level. I request all the participants of this webinar, please promote this International Day of Peace activities as attached in the circular. Go through the circular and please encourage more and more young people, adult leaders to come and take part in this program. I once again appeal to all of you, please do not forget, we are messengers of peace. So I request Mr. Madhusudan Avalaji, our Deputy International Commissioner Scout, to highlight few actions on this day. Madhu sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Basically, what we need to do is there are a lot of activities and ideas what we have listed on the circular. You can already see on the Messengers of Peace page, you're finding a lot of infographics also coming from the Asia Pacific Support Center. So what we do is always it is good to promote the activities. You can start taking the peace selfies. You already have a lot of things like peace starts from me. I am a ambassador for Dialogue for Peace. I will have a dialogue today. Like this, you can write it on a A4 size paper. You can write your message, hold that message with you, and you can take a selfie. Or you can make a small poster on your phones and hold that phones or a tablet or your laptop and take a photo from that. In that way, we will save paper also, contributing towards nature. Then what you can do is you can do a peace talk. Now we all know that there's so many channels available. Like we have the podcast, Spotify, we have our own Instagram, Facebook. It's also an activity for most of your rovers and rangers where we need to do a couple of actions. We need to talk to the public, community, and the family. You can invite your friends, family members for one of the watch parties what we host on Facebook. And this watch party can be a talk on peace. And a beautiful example what Sid has given today, you can talk about dialogue for peace. You can talk about this pandemic situation. You may have your friends, neighbors who are available and they have been affected from corona. You can talk to them. You can do a counseling session. So this is also one of the activities what you can undertake. And today is the day where even our Prime Minister has called for Atmanirbhar Bharat. You can start teaching a lot of skills. It can be like what Orissa state is doing, mushroom, sanitizer making, or hydroponics, like what Kerala is doing, a home garden. So like this, lot of things what you can do, which is a skill. Home garden in the sense it's not only for the home purpose. As rovers and rangers, we start making a small business out of it. That is only Atmanirbhar Bharat. So this can contribute towards our International Day of Peace actions where we talk about skills. Apart from this, you can also encourage people to come and after this series, maybe end of this month, where we will talk about each and every actions that you can take for the Messengers of Peace.
Circular number 108/2020 dated 10th August 2020. You can get the circular in the BSG website, as well as we have promoted this event in all our social media sites. I appeal all of you, please check the suggested activities, and if you are having more innovative activities, you can undertake, and you can don't forget to upload in scout.org as well as in the BSG social media sites, in BSG Facebook page and BSG Messenger of Peace page. Thank you so much. Once again, I would like to convey our gratitude to Sid Bhai for sparing your valuable time this morning. Thank you so much. And you have really made our webinar a great success by taking very important sessions on SDGs and today Dialogue for Peace. And this is for the second time the Bharat Scouts and Guides has organized a Dialogue for Peace under your active dynamic leadership. And definitely this will create impact to our young people, and they will definitely go to their various units and promote this peace dialogue with their young people. I would also like to thank Commissioner Sri Chakrabarti Saab, who was very interestingly watching this webinar, and I'm sure this will create impact in West Bengal State Bharat Scouts and Guides to take and promote the initiatives of World Scouts program as well as a Better World framework in West Bengal Scouts, Bharat Scouts and Guides. I would like to thank both the State Commissioner Scout and the State Chief Commissioner for sparing their valuable time. Thank you to all. Thank to all the members on the panel. And I would like to thank our Anilendra Sarmaji, Assistant Director and Region, for the wonderful job he has been doing. And all these are being done under his dynamic leadership. So I would like to hand over the mic to Mr. Anilendra Sarma, the coordinator of this webinar.
Thank you very much, sir. Respected all dignitaries and viewers. We are very happy to complete the 6-day webinar here. Only one request to all the delegates. Please communicate the message to the members of your state to join with us in YouTube, since we have 2,788 members from all over India to take the import of this session. And tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we have 2 more important sessions there. Tomorrow it will be attract Scout Go Solar and diversity and inclusion. The topic is going to discuss here. So I request all the delegates join in time and be active. Be safe. Thank you very much. And we request the technical team for staff meeting, and others can leave the webinar.